All right, welcome back to Hints and Tips for Worksheet 12. This time we're going to talk about number 5. That expression, that equation looks like 5x cubed equals negative 3x times y. I know that's not how they wrote it, plus 2, but that's how you have to treat it. So very lightly, this is going to come up later. I'm going to throw in these parentheses. What we have right there is a product. So when we take the derivative of that piece of it, you have to treat that like a product, meaning you could take the derivative of this, that's straightforward. You could take the derivative of this, it's not straightforward. You have to apply the product rule, and then you have the derivative of 2, which is just 0. So the derivative of 5x cubed would be 15x squared. I'll write that here. Next, we have this derivative of the product rule, which will look like this. It always looks like this. And then lastly, it's kind of ridiculous, you have the derivative of 2, which is just 0. Put a 0 there. Don't forget, when you have a product, we label it. You have an f function and a g function, and it goes f prime g, f g prime. So f prime is negative 3. This is the normal g function. That's just y. The normal f is negative 3x, and g prime, the derivative, I know it's weird, the derivative of y is 1 y prime, and I'll paint that red in a minute. And I mean 3 seconds. There we go. So that's really what we're solving for, is that y prime. Plus 0, this is kind of ridiculous. You don't need it. I think just to clean this up, all I'm going to do at this stage of the game is just rewrite that expression one more time. So I'm not really doing any math other than just rewriting this. Product is negative 3y. This product is negative 3xy prime. And again, just to remind, let me see if the red highlighter works, or the pink highlighter. This is what we're solving for. So to solve this, to solve for y prime, you have to add 3y to each side. That's what I'm doing here. On this side, you have 15x squared plus 3y. This is gone. Equals negative 3x y prime. Don't forget, y prime is what we're solving for. Then, so now I divide everything by negative 3x. And that's what you get. Y prime equals 15x squared plus 3y all over negative 3x. Happy face. It's barely happy, by the way. All right. Let me move on. Worksheet 12, number 7. We're getting time to put our adult clothes on, because these problems are doozies. Again, you have 3x squared times y squared. We're going to treat that like the first function in a product, and not the second function. Here we have 4x squared. That's its own. And then lastly, you have minus 4x times y. Whoops, that's terrible, times y. By the way, when you do a product, it's really beneficial to call that negative 4. You're adding negative 4. So what we have here is, let's see how well I can do this. We have to do the derivative of the whole thing, or each piece. Here we have a product. Here we just have a singular expression. That'll be easy. And here we have a product. This first product will look like this. This one will have its own expression. I guess I'll just put parentheses here so we could know where it goes. And then this product would look like this. And everywhere you have a y prime, you have to get those together. So let's go through this. Let's see what happens here. Remember, we're treating this like the first function, the f function, and the g function. So it's f prime at 6x times normal g. That's just simply y squared. Now you have normal f, 3x squared, times the derivative of this, 2y, y prime. And let's make sure that in a moment I color that red. Here we just have the derivative, which is 8x. Now we have another product. That's what this is for. The derivative of negative 4x is negative 4 times normal y. Now we have negative 4x, that's normal, times 1y prime. And I'm going to highlight my y primes in red here to say we have to get those guys together on one side of the equation. But before I do that, I'm going to just rewrite this so it just has a slightly cleaner look. This, if I multiply 6xy squared, is just 6xy squared. That's easy. This product will be 6, that's from the 3 and the 2, x squared y times y prime. Remember, y prime is what we're solving for. I'll paint that red purple in a minute. This is just 8x. This is just negative 4y or minus 4y or plus a negative 4y. And lastly, you have negative 4x y prime. So again, I got to do some highlighting. We have to get these two guys together on the same side, and then the rest of the terms together on the other side. Just glancing at this, my opinion would be it's less algebraic maneuvering to subtract the 6xy squared from each side. Like such, it really doesn't have a like term on the right side. It does on the left side itself, so that's gone. On this side, you're still left with 6x squared y times y prime. I'll paint that pink in a minute, or purple. On this side, you have 8x minus 4y. Now I'm going to just squeeze that in there, just for the look of it. Minus 6xy squared minus 4xy prime. Paint it pink or purple. Now I have to get this expression with its other y prime. So I'm going to add 4x y prime to each side. These add up to 0. These will become 6x squared y prime plus 4x y prime equals 8x minus 4y minus 6xy squared. Kind of running out of room here. You'll notice that both these have a purple y prime. So those are going to get factored out front here. I'll pre-highlight it. So the y prime goes there, and then now we're factoring that out. We're left with 6x squared y plus 4x equals all this mess. Now we can divide by this quantity. That was great. 6x squared y plus 4x. All right. right, that's it. This divides out. So I kind of see what my answer is, but I'll just rewrite it anyway. Y prime is the quantity of 8x minus 4, y minus 6x, y squared, all over, and you really truly don't need parentheses because they're implied. There's also implied parentheses here. 6x squared y plus 4x. Oh, are we happy? Well, all right, we're done. Oh, that was brutal. Done.